And welcome back to the Todd Starnes Show. Christian lawmakers will gather in June for an annual conference to bring a biblical worldview to the law. The National Association of Christian Lawmakers will hold its convention at Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. That all starts June 5th. Joining me now is Jason Rapert, the founder and president of the NACL. Jason, good to have you with us this evening. Sir, first, I find this very fascinating and intriguing. You guys represent Christian lawmakers at the state level. Is that right?
Well, it's actually local, state, and federal elected officials. And so we have elected officials literally at every single level, Todd. And that was one of the unique factors of the organization when we got started. And so we have people that are state senators, state representatives. The chair for Ohio is actually Robert Sprague. He is the treasurer for the entire state of Ohio. We have congressmen like Congressman Josh Brecken out of Oklahoma. And we have school board members, we have mayors, we have city council members, and this is what is a wonderful thing, uniting Christian lawmakers at every single level of government.
And let's talk about why that is so vitally important to the health of the nation.
Well, it's vital because, as you know, it says in Psalms, Todd, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. And I don't think it takes a rocket scientist, so to speak, to know that you take a look at what we've been dealing with in America for the last 30, 40 years, especially the last 10 years, when you've got people that have said that it's okay for men to be using restrooms with little girls, when you have libraries that are actually making pornographic material available to our children, things have gotten out of control. When you have ungodly leaders making ungodly decisions, it leads to ungodly results. We believe that America would be better off with more Christians serving in public office at every single level of government. How are you going to have a godly nation without having godly leaders? And so we have leaned into that, and we're excited. We have members and supporters in all 50 states. We have 37 states where there actually is a state chair that's an elected official that leads in that state. And the organization has promulgated 45 model laws. We've created model legislation for the heartbeat bill, for 10 Commandments monuments. Todd, I'm helping Tarrant County, Texas, put up a new 10 Commandments monument on their courthouse ground. And we've got 2 more counties in Texas that just called me about it. Just got a call today from North Carolina wanting to put up 10 Commandments posters in their classrooms. And so our lawmakers are actually on the floor, on the front line, proposing these solutions that, as you know, many people are pushing towards. And so we're excited about the meeting at Liberty University, Todd. You're going to be there with us. We're excited to have you and hope you'll bring your books for everyone. And we would invite people to go to christianlawmakers.com today. You can register. There's a place there for you to go and register and come and be a part of this. There are people coming right now, Todd, from over 30 states. And I'm told that we're going to have the president of Poland, and maybe soon the new president of Romania. He's already won the first round. He's going to be up May the 18th for the second round. And so we're literally going to have lawmakers from all over the nation, but also foreign dignitaries that say they want to see NACL entities created in their countries. And so we're excited about it.
Yeah, and that's great. Let me jump in here. We don't have a lot of time. Again, you talked about some of the big key issues, especially involving the transgender issue. Just a few days ago on this program, we were talking to a state lawmaker in Colorado who's trying to protect female staffers from being terrorized by a transgender staffer there in the Capitol building. How important is what you guys are doing? How important is that now that a lot of these issues are being addressed at the state and the local level?
It's very important. I don't know who you spoke with, but Representative Scott Bottoms may have been the person. Representative Bottoms is our chair for the state of Colorado. He's running for governor, by the way. And it is vitally important because what's happening is the woke left infiltrated at every single level of government, as we now know. And you literally have people that have passed some of these horrible policies at the state and local level. And so it's important to have an organization like the NACL to have the back of those Christian lawmakers, but to also help connect them with people. Oftentimes these things end up in court. So we work closely with First Liberty, Liberty Counsel, ADF Legal, and other entities of that kind to make sure that we are advocating in the public arena, but we are also connecting our people with people that can help them when it comes time to defend something in court.
Well, and I have to imagine it must be a time of fellowship because, a lot of these lawmakers, they may feel like they're the only person of faith who's actually holding elected office.
That's absolutely right. I was talking specifically today with one of the ministers that's going to be coming, and we have always made sure that in all of our meetings, not only are we talking policy, we've got wonderful speakers like yourself, but we take time to remember that it's not by my might nor my power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. And many of our lawmakers are involved in tough fights. I think of Representative John McCravey in South Carolina. He is the chair of the National Legislative Council for the NACL right now. He was pushing for a human life amendment. He's the guy that sponsored the heartbeat bill down in South Carolina. And this year, he wanted South Carolina to move forward. Man, Todd, they went after him with guns blazing, fought him. They've accused him of all kinds of things to undermine his stance. And we know that it's in those moments where men and women of God that are standing up and fighting these battles, they need to have the Spirit of God within them and to be available to help direct him. Moses, when he went into Pharaoh, he didn't just go in there just saying anything that struck him. God spoke to him and directed him.
Right. Jason, I'm sorry. I'd love to continue the conversation, but we have got to leave it there. Jason Rapert, thank you very much for being on Newsmax this evening.